Good evening, kids. Dad here. It is Sunday, March 1st, 2026. Welcome to March. It's a whole new month. It is 9:01 p.m. and I'm just sitting here reflecting on my weekend. And it occurred to me that I had not done a video for you guys yet today. That was still on my checklist. So here I am at 9 p.m., kind of a late one. But I had a really, really good weekend. And I guess what I want to talk about a little bit maybe today is friendship and relationships. And some of the relationships that I've been able to find and develop over the last year or two. Yesterday there was a guy here at Bravo Zulu House. His name's Hunter. He's a really good kid. He's in his young 30s, so about 10 years younger than me. But he's the one who is from North Carolina. He was an Army Ranger with the 101st Airborne Division. He was in Afghanistan at one of the worst times in one of the worst areas and did some tough, difficult stuff. And he's the one who, when he came to Minnesota for Bravo Zulu House, I was not yet here at Bravo Zulu House. I was living up in St. Paul. But I volunteered to drive him from the airport 2 hours down here to Bravo Zulu House. And then a week or two later, when Bravo Zulu House called me and said, "Hey, we need a house manager. Would you consider it?" The first thing that went through my head was, well, Hunter's down there and Hunter's a good kid. There's a chance to help out some kids like Hunter. How can I say no to that? So anyhow, he was a big inspiration for me coming down here. And he is every day. And yesterday, he celebrated 90 days of sobriety. That means it's been 90 days since he had his last beer or drug or any sort of substance. It means for 90 days he's been doing the right thing. He's been working some steps, working a program. And the cool thing is, over those 90 days, seeing him go from that first day I met him, where he was kind of irritable, not really smiling all that much. He had a good sense of humor. He was funny. It was very dark humor. And seeing him over the last 90 days, getting to see him every day lately, seeing him start to smile, seeing him start to laugh, seeing things that happen, challenges he has, because we all have challenges in our day. Life's never perfect, right? But seeing how he handles those now. Instead of getting really, really frustrated and irritable and restless about them, he tends to let some of them slide a little bit. He tends to not get as bothered or just laugh something off that maybe 2-3 months ago would have really bothered him. And that's been so cool to see. It's been such a gift and a treasure to get to see that progress in him. And me and him have been through some stuff together. When I got down here last fall, there was a couple of guys down here who were knuckleheads. They were, they didn't belong here. They were causing Hunter a really hard time. They were causing everybody a hard time. I had to kick them out. So, and you know what? I said 90 days, 3 months for Hunter. 6 months, 180 days. So yesterday was 180 days. So I've been through some stuff with Hunter, having to kick out some knuckleheads. There was a time in December, it was just me and Hunter. We were the only two guys down here. I had to kick out 2 knuckleheads, and then we had 2 guys have to go up to St. Cloud for some mental health issues. And so there's like a month, there's just me and Hunter in December. Just me and him hanging out down here. Just the last of the Mohicans. So we got pretty tight. So yesterday was 6 months for him. That's a big deal in this world. The world of recovery, the world of sobriety, 6 months is a big flipping deal. So what did I do yesterday? Well, me and this new Air Force guy, the Air Force guy gets along with Hunter real well. Because the Air Force guy, he did some real stuff. He didn't fly planes. He wasn't a mechanic on planes. He was one of those guys who was on the ground telling the planes where to drop their bombs. And to do that, you got to be up close to where the action is. Because you're not looking, you're looking at a little laser sighting saying, drop this bomb 300 meters over that way to get the bad guys. which means you got to be close to the bad guys to tell the plane exactly where to drop that bomb. This Air Force guy did some real stuff too in the military. He's close with Hunter, so me and this Air Force guy made reservations for the restaurant where Hunter's a chef. We put the reservations under a fake name, Ted Hitchcock. And we went down there at 5 o'clock, and the waitress is like, "Oh, you guys have a reservation?" I'm like, "Yep, it's under Ted Hitchcock." And we sat down, and all of a sudden Hunter comes out and he sees us and he's surprised, and we're like, "Hey, man!" And I had a little coin, little medallion for 6 months. I gave him a hug and a handshake, gave him the coin, and congratulated him. And we sat down there and had dinner, and he was able to come out a few times and talk to us during his work night, and that was really, really cool. So yeah, the chance to get to see other people. You do this selfless service. You do things for others. Like I've talked to you guys before, I'm not here at Bravo Zulu House for myself. I'd much rather be in St. Paul right now, where I've got jiu-jitsu to do. I can do American Legion stuff. I can be really close to you guys. But I came down here because I felt like it's a chance to help out others. And I can't say no to that. But the benefit of that, and maybe this is part of the selfish part, but I never expected it, it's definitely a benefit to get to see some of these guys smile again and laugh again, and to see them on their path. I got to do that yesterday with Hunter, and by celebrating it with a milestone. You know what? It's pretty cool. Just show up and surprise him. Almost kind of like a little surprise birthday, but for 180 days for a 6-month milestone. And then last night, another friend of mine out in California, he's a Marine. He was homeless for 10 years. And he's coming up on a year now of recovery, where he's now living back in a house. He does not using any alcohol or drugs. His life's starting to get a lot better. He's a really cool guy. He just turned 40 yesterday. So I got a little birthday crown, and I got to see him on a Zoom meeting. And I wished him happy birthday with my little Princess Tiara crown that lit up. Told him welcome to Club 40. And then today, a lady friend of mine by the name of Kayla, she's out in Massachusetts. She had come to Minnesota to visit me. Her and her boyfriend came to Minnesota in October. We went to the Mall of America together. We went to a concert together, a worship concert. And I got to meet her, and she's just a little spitfire. She's a really cool person. And today, she celebrated 1 year of sobriety. 1 year of saying drugs and alcohol aren't for me. I'm going to find a new way of life, and I'm going to get closer to a God, a higher power of my understanding, and start doing the next right thing. She's been doing that for a year now. I got to celebrate with her, tell her how much I loved her, how grateful I was to have her in my life, and what a great example she is for other gals. So it's just been a lot of love this weekend. Maybe the best part is I get to see you guys in 3 days on Wednesday, God willing. Tell you guys how much I love you. So, wonderful weekend. I'm going to chill out with my scented candle, my plant over here, Twiggy, and rock out some music. Do another meeting at 10 p.m. I need to help them out. They needed somebody to be a timer, to sit and work a stopwatch on a meeting for a bunch of people, so people know they can only talk for 3 minutes. If they talk for more than 3 minutes, they get the stink eye, the death glare. They get the look for me when the timer goes off. Love you, kids. We'll talk soon.